Hello! Good evening! And, honestly, the rain sound effect on the main menu is quite relaxing. So welcome in. Today we are playing a Munchkin recommended game called Do Not Take This Cat Home. I'm blocking all the E's. Blocking all the E's, but look at the little guy with the glowing yellow eyes in the darkness and that cute little face. Why wouldn't you take this cat home? And what could possibly go wrong if you do? So, this is actually a horror game. Think it says everything immediately. This is actually a horror game, and I think it has 40 endings, and only one of them is the true ending. I don't think we can do all 40 endings, but here's the plan. We play a game, we get as far as we can to see an ending on our own, and then we'll see what time it is. Because if there's time for another ending, then we could try again. And the dev, because this is on itch.io, the dev is kind enough to have like an endings guide attached, which I haven't opened. Just saying, I haven't opened that guide because, you know, spoilers. And I want to do it blind first. So yes, we're going to be playing Do Not Take This Cat Home, and let's see where we'll end up. I'm so glad that it's Thursday. So glad it's Thursday. I feel like the week has been so long as well this week. Lots of things to do. Busy week. But I feel like the busy weeks are gonna slowly slow down because, you know, it's already gonna be middle of October, and then slowly it's going into November, and then boom, December. And December is like everybody goes on holiday, right? So one more day till the weekend. Yeah, one more day to the weekend. I was so like out of it. I was drinking water when I was on the way here because I got water, and then I was taking a sip, like genuinely just a teensy. I was taking a teensy sip of my water before I was going to start the stream. And I don't know how this happens, but like I don't know, something went wrong when I was trying to drink the water, and it went up my nose. I hate it. It feels weird. It feels like this stuff shouldn't happen if I'm not swimming or something. I don't get it. But okay, let us begin. You're not having a great day as usual. Oh my god, it's just in line with what we were saying. Just what we were saying. So tired, so busy. Water went up your nose. You're not having a great day as usual. Rain. Oh, great. That's the real horror. The real horror is how realistic it is. Oh my god. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe this time is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you could always try again tomorrow, right? You turned to head home when it was so little I could barely hear it. The meow. What was that? There are only a few people on the street. It makes sense due to the increase in missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. None of them seem to react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps. Oh no, curiosity killed the cat. You follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. And yes, I might have forgotten, I might have glazed over the fact that this is a visual novel. So I'm at ease, you know? It's like, it's horror, but it's a visual novel, so I'm at ease. I'm like, I'm not going to be like dealing with the cosmic horrors of chase sequences in RPG Maker games. Not today, sir. I should be completely safe. A cozy, snug, in hiding behind my visual novel barriers. That makes me very happy. Yes, I think you can tell. The thing I hate the most in horror games are chase sequences. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground, dampened by the rain, makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Could you guys actually hear the meowing? It's kind of cute. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box. That's not a very big cardboard box. The cat is, like, taking up almost all of the space. It's a cat. Huh, I guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Oh my god, it's coming out of the box. That's so cute. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Meow, cute. So cute! And it definitely knows it. You have never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock that they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who just leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? That cat doesn't answer you. Big yellow eyes remind you of the MC in One Shot. Ooh. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. Do I die? Instantly, let's save. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and, well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. There was actually a purr sound effect. It was really, really short, though. It was just like a or something. I did not make a good example of that. After playing games like Slay the Princess, I'm suspicious of narrators. Understandable. I'll be playing Slay the Princess next week. Let's go! I'm excited for that, too. You think a little while will probably be more like a day, and you'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food and then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and 1 you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it's just a cat. 10 minutes and already did the opposite of the game title. We're gonna die. Like... just like that, we're gonna die. But it's still going, right? It's still going. So what if we said don't take the cat home and then we died then, right? I don't know. Maybe it was a trick question, right? It was actually a trick question. If you pick don't take the cat home, you instantly get a bad ending. No, I have no idea. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously and explores the new environment. Why am I suddenly not able to speak properly? Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out a can of cat food and open it with a tab on top. You put the cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. Like, or something? Like that, yeah, like, I guess. You do that for cats? I thought you do that for horses. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. Does it not want to eat it? And completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you just spent your hard-earned cash on it. It is just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs his body against your legs with a purr. Aww. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start your own dinner. You decide you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey, cheese, and lettuce perfectly placed. I'm going to die. I'm allergic to turkey, don't do it! I'm actually gonna die! No. Tomato slice. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on a knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. I thought I actually died at that moment where it flashed red. I thought it was just me. I thought the cat started attacking me. Turns out I cut my finger on the... Okay. It's probably not that bad, right? It says It's just like, it's tossing the knife. Yeah, it's probably just like a nip. Cat horse, what's the difference? Fair. No. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just that I'm going to die. You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly, but enthusiastically. Wow, in bold! Not just enthusiastically, enthusiastically. At the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. Man-eating cat. I'm going to get eaten by this cat, bruh. Cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? I mean, sure, you're no cat expert, but was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were just gonna take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? That's enough to die, brother. This is just like the... This is the classic horror protagonist. Oh my god, the classic horror protagonist. Oh my god, the house is haunted? Guess I'm not leaving while the car still works. Guess I'm not leaving while I still can. I'm gonna decide, oh my god, I have to get out of here when my car stops working. Why do they do that in horror movies? Guess it's possessed by a demon, possibly. Weird or not, it's just a cat. Oh, bros, this is your first mistake. It keeps saying it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound while you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away each time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. Just the hungry cat. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? I'm not sure what to do if it starts getting more aggressive. You start thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Nah, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you, dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried it's gonna take a bite out of you in your sleep. That's exactly what Almaner says. It's gonna eat us while we sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. Gonna find a gun. No! You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding a number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... It's gone. Our lights are out. The lights just went out? Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. This guy got no sense of urgency, bro. He didn't even charge his phone. Must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing must have been so spur of the moment. It had no doubt messed with your usual routine. That or the cat cut the power line. I feel like it's the cat. I don't think it's the rain. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the cat to jump scare me. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? What the fuck? How is it completely pitch black? This can't be. Don't you live in the city? Did you get, like, transported to another dimension or something? It's not like you're living in the countryside, are you? Cat gonna show you who's the predator. It's the cat. It's not me. You turn to check the clock. Get jump scared by the cat. Oh my god, it is. What the fuck? Help. Kill. It's gonna kill me now. Look at that. It says kill and help. It even flash. Does it flash 666? Or am I seeing things? It's catting around. The cat sits atop your digital clock, staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. And going completely haywire. Oh, it shows dead too? I must be missing it. The cat stares at you. Okay. You'd think it would... Completely still, you'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It does in fact flash 6... Oh god. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat know out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But it's too powerful! There's no way you can just toss it out at this point. As soon as the thought enters your head. 1v1 me, bro. I can't do it. As soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it. Other ones it's flashing is 12, 3, and 4. I wonder what the significance of 4 is. 12 I feel like midnight thing. And isn't it like 3? I don't know if that people like really say this, but I think it's the I think 3 gets called like the witching hour or something. I don't know. That's what I was told when I was younger, because they were like, don't stay up too late or else you reach like the witching hour and that's like ghosts that come out and stuff. Now I'm just kind of awake anyway. Its pupils large, round inky pits. The flashlight flickers. That's when you summon your persona. I pizza, I hold on, I reach out for the truth. Persona. It's gonna be right in my face. It's gone. 12, and the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart, is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a truth matters at this moment. She hasn't played P3 now, I remember. Yeah, I played, like, until the train when I was younger, got stuck, and then the game broke. I haven't actually played it properly. But you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered, "Let's play." Oh my god, did that actually play a line that I could barely hear? Ringing right into your ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you think you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this sudden thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear that grips your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste and you fall to the ground. You didn't hear it? I could barely hear it too. Did I get bitten? A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you broke your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding against the floor as if it had been kicked. Oh, did he set the knife? Oh, he did. Did I lose my foot? Or did or did he just, like, it? Because that's a lot of blood. Did it cut off his entire foot? Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. Still tinted red from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely cleaned by the... The cat just this. I have this comical image of the cat in my head, standing on its hind legs and holding the knife in one paw. You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up in your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you had left it. When you spy something in the darkness, just behind the knife, please, please, please be standing on your hind legs. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. Or just kind of between his spots. True. Ah, dang it, it's walking like a regular cat. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight. It bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Knife in the cat's mouth like Zoro One Piece. Oh my god, Santorio. Oh no. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths discordant against the static now piercing your skull. Dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. But that was fast. That was a completely red knife, by the way. An incomprehensible sight from the stray you'd taken in, licking away at the kitchen knife once again completely clean. Your only option is either to run away and fight back with the knife. I think both will fail. I low-key feel like I'm gonna die. But let's see. It can't be that I only made one choice, take the cat home, and that's it. That's the end of the game. I'm sure there's gotta be more choices. There's 40 endings. There's gotta be a branch somewhere. Vampire cat. Oh no. The scent of blood from fresh wound on your foot. Blood. Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if considering the act of bouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. Oh, smart! He ran outside. Bleeding. True. You run, rather limp, down the empty street. Okay, maybe it's not gonna help if nobody's here. The sky is black and bleeding red. Okay, wait, never mind. That's not gonna help. I'm in some sort of, like, evil dimension. But there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything except your blood. You barely glimpse at the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It's just a blood moon. Are you sure about that? It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Even when not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because that cat, if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind? What is behind? Shit. Look back and die. Loki, I want to look back and die, so. Huh. Interesting. How very, very interesting. It begin. I don't even get to see it. Okay, wait. I got an ending. But don't even get to see it. I thought I would get to see it. You just go like, interesting. Keep running. Huh, interesting. How very, very... Oh, this line triggers again too. Ade! But I said keep running! Am I insane? Is it because I looked back the first time? Oh. Continue. Do I have to restart if I accidentally hit the same... Wait. Do I genuinely have to restart? Sunny. Yeah, it's stuck. I have to restart. Okay. You're warned not to take the cat home. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait. I have a feeling that the thumbnail box would be inside. You were warned not to take it home. True. Wait, I thought this was different. It is different. It's not the beginning of the game. Let me change to Chibi. The are you wearing shoes? She is real. I have no idea MC was wearing shoes there. I feel like maybe socks. I mean, like, if he was wearing shoes, how would he just get cut by, like, the knife? If it was just, I pressed the wrong model. How would he just get cut by the knife? It was just there, right? It's a little off, maybe. Okay. There. There. And then I get a pudding again. This is slightly different. When I press continue, when I load the game, I get stuck. Do we restart again since you skip a bit? No. I've zoomed back. It seems that I can go back and then it goes back in the line. So, okay, here we are again. You're walking. Right, of course. This is the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally turning around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. So it's the same beginning in a sense, except weather is perfect instead of raining. Curious. Huh? What was that? Okay, guides you to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. Sunlight just manages to reach down between the tall buildings on either side. Okay, this is the same. You walk into the alley and then you hear the cat. And then in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley, there is cat at the end of the alley in a big cardboard box. Cat. But in the bright light now instead of like the rain light. Okay, should have been obvious. Shining yellow eyes like the gold, okay? Okay, same description. Puts its front paws up in front of you. Just an innocent cat. I saw it happen last time. What if I don't take it home this time? Okay, so you look so familiar. Right? And again, it is a cat. Not many ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. Take the cat home! Oh my god, it's so unenthusiastic. Do not take the cat home. Look at the stark difference. Okay. No. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. Oh my god, why do you have to be so aggressive? You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are. With rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There is no way you could take care of a cat long term, right? You could barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? Huh? Nani? You're not ready. Oh, okay. Okay. Bye! You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hopes up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit. What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you back to your home? You never get away from it then. Oh my god, sorry. See you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it out of the you make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Yeah, go kill someone else, not me. It looks so sad, but no! Ignore. No, nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. That's what's best for the both of you. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you had forgotten you still hadn't decided what you were gonna do on your day off. I'm going to the dog park! Fuck cats! No. You decide to take a stroll in a park or something. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First you get to see a cute cat today, now you'll get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. Ah. The guy is so going to follow you. That's why I picked dog, bro. That's why I picked dog. I'm not gonna be like, in the carnival, in the movies. No, no, no. I'm gonna be here with a bunch of dogs. Friendship ended with cat dog is my new best friend. Sorry guys, rebranding the dog real quick. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions, playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, and even napping. Such cuties, whatever. Eh? I didn't even press that. Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. Huh? What's wrong? You didn't think that? Must be the cat. You decide to move on. Dogs are also adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across. But you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. And not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path trying to exude a welcoming aura so that it will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. Hi, dog. You stop at the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. What? What are those on? What? Yo, why can I not pet the dog? What is it? Kick, kill, eat, huh? Am I the psychopath? Come here, bark. Am I the psychopath? Wait. Eat the puppy. How would you even do that? I kind of don't want to know though. Pick up the puppy. And... Ah! What is this? Oh, there was a timer on top. I just saw it. You barely managed to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy. It sounds like we're dead. We're so cooked, bro. But you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great at being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave. Leave! Stay. Stay. The cat's already in your... What the hell? You stay at the park. Why was that so aggressive? You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path, but every so often one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. The owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe. Oh my god, there's the cat! You should have stayed with me instead. Hello, Chi. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Apocalypse. You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs. Hey, sorry about that. Could you throw it back? You look up and see the owner waving at you in the distance, but more importantly... Oh god. Oh god! The series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Yo, what's happening to the dog? What the dog doing? Yo, the way he's glitching out, bro. Series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog, D-O-G, sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry, throw it back. Throw it! I'm not leaving. My insistence in staying at the dog park is gonna get me killed, bro. The moment I step out of this place, I'm gonna get murdered by the cat at this point. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. We're gonna have to kill the dog, Chief. Oh my goodness. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that, you can pet him if you want. The dog looks at you, eager for its reward of pets and pats for catching the frisbee. Should I? Leave. Pet the dog. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt, or you will regret it. Pet the dog. I'm tempting fate, guys. Guys, the music completely died. You reach out your hand. Oh, am I gonna lose my hand? Is it gonna bite all of a sudden? And you pet the dog. The dog, because there's like spaces. The dog seems pleased. But, where's the but? Guess the cat's making you think dogs are evil even if they aren't. Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening. It's in my head. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. Oh my god. OBS Studio. Shit looks like the OBS look. You look up. Along with all the pet owners, they see the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in a blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse, but for some reason, you don't look away. A loud, piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but... Eh? The hand has been cautiously pressed up the dog's head, comes away with some resistance. Resistance like a sticky slime almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. Ah! The dog's head stretches with it too! As the canine begins to just melt. What? It melts and melts. This should make dogs stronger to fight the cat. Until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. No! You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see similar piles of clothes next to the piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs and their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. Got raptured. Oh god. Oh my god, they're becoming a giant monster. It slithers across the grass towards the field in the center of the park, and other piles of goo following after it. What is that? I was gonna say it's gonna become a giant dog, but what? They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as then it fills out and shapes itself. Oh no, it's a dog! It's a big dog into a behemoth of a dog. Snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching, before glowing orbs land directly on you. Arrgh. Its grumbling growl emits so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Leave the park? I'm gonna die now. Okay, this is 100% me dying. This is my death. Hi, cat. No. You had your chance. Better start running. This is totally something that would happen to Jiminy the Plus AMS. Seriously? You try to run. It's gonna outrun me, isn't it? Because it's so huge. But you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before already towering over you. And I die. And I die again. No, wait, no, I haven't died yet. I just keep getting hit. Tears you apart until there's nothing left. Dog person! Out of complete curiosity, guys. The inner intrusive thoughts are hitting right now. That's disgusting. I'm going to be sick. There's no way I'd ever do that. No, that's horrible. What? It's just a puppy. I would never do that. Okay, they were just options then. Leave the park. Yes, leave, 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 leave. Dogs are so stupid. Oh my god, what? Now what? Think I'll go watch a movie. Okay, I left the park. I'm not a dog person. I'm not a dog person. I'm no longer a dog person, you know? I'm gonna leave the park and watch a movie. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there is a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. Nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. Hey, hold up. You gonna be alone? Hell nah, I want the crowd. You don't know why, but you feel really good. You don't feel really great about the idea of being alone right now. Yeah, exactly. Be really funny if the only movie there was the Cats music. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming, you join the long line outside of the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random, take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek, and inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls, following the signs that the theater designated your ticket before heading inside. You sigh at the sight of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards a seat only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled into a seat annoyingly off-center of the screen. But at least it's visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't even get slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyway. That's why you avoid a movie theaters like a plague. What the flashbang? Hi, cat! Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then the cat on screen meows. He's sending out alien signals to us, bro. The sound is strange and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic. Layered as if made by multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say... Sleep Corp. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff, but then you hear it. Scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, the people start to chant along with the cat on screen. Yo! Cult moment! We're so cooked, bro. No! Not even you, blur. Soon, the entire room is chanting in perfect unison, everyone staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself, but the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't as strong, for now. Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. No. They're outright staring holes into you even as they continue chanting. Yo, that's actually creepy. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. Their scowls deepen as time goes on, as if they're getting impatient. Yo, wait, no, I keep forgetting that scroll wheel is not my save. Okay. Watch this. Thinking fast, you looked at the screen and began to chant in tandem with the crowd. Yeah, I kinda suck at it. Yeah, You feel the harshness of the collective gaze start to ebb away, the air in the theater becoming lighter once again. Nee. Ah! That's how they do it, okay. You release air shakily, realizing that you had been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. You should be good at this as a cat. Can you hear them? They're not actually meowing. They're going like nee. They're going nee, ah. after, not after whatever all that was. The people around you seem fine now, but there's not telling how if they'd get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully, someone will come along, right? Or at least turn the film off. You continue to chant along with everyone. Yeah, nee, ah, 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 ah. I missed an ah. Is it not convincing enough? Are you not satisfied? You start feeling lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You look around, try to gauge others' emotional state. Huh? But you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try once again, but your eyes are still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. Oh my god, even me. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself into the ground if you had to. But your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely losing itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but your brain even feels limp. This is what it feels like when you're singing the Bakushin song. Your thoughts are vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, singularly sweet and loosely spun like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. I do. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. You're more at peace than you have ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you've never felt so aligned or in tune with another person, let alone in an entire room full of strangers. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink even further back into their chair. And they sink more. And then more. They're not slouching or reclining, it's more like they're being devoured. Deflating. Their skin bunches up and wrinkles like fabric as if their muscles, their bones have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth attempting to chant falls open over a cut-off nya. Gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace does not leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin and clothes next to you, you see a lump moving around. You watch in dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth crawls a tiny black kitten. That's kind of disturbing, but what is this, guys? The only ending where our MC is at peace as it turns into a cat? Oh my god, it's happening to me. You feel a familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unified chants start to fade, only to be replaced by the faint mewling of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please. Then you just completely go limp. Your body feels light. You might as well weigh several tons because you suddenly realize that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Ni. Nya. Nya. A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, mewling as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you and, "Hi, Lucia! Gemma, come on, come in!" As your eyes slowly start to cave into your sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades. The same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth. The last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly underneath your skin. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Thank you! Okay then. What happens if I leave? I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage, perhaps putting up your fear to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave the theater. When everything comes to an abrupt stop. All of the chanting stopped, even the cats chanting on the screen. You tense and risk a glance around the theater. They're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They're not moving, they're not even blinking. You swallow, throat suddenly dry as though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You highly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnaturally intense scrutiny, but you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel their collective gaze even worse than the staircase. All their heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making clear their blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had been minutes ago, identical frown lines digging between their brows. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab you from behind. But no one does. You don't even hear any of them get up. You exit the theater, holding your breath as the doors close behind you. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance between you and the theater full of people. Finally reaching the lobby, you finally catch yourself from falling to the floor and gulp huge gasps of air. Whew, whew, whew. You expect to feel relief as your breathing calms, but you notice a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it, as well as its source. You look up. Your stomach sinks. Is it here too? The cat? Oh my god. Eyes! All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater, everyone in line at the concession stand, all of them are staring at you, and they look even angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booths and the lines leading to them. You make your way home. Oh, but you still feel like you're being watched. Whenever you dare look up at someone on the way, you flinch at their blatant anger, fury, and disgust on their face. You start to hear the faint sound of a cat's meowing behind you, or maybe a kitten's. Doesn't matter, you just want to go home. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys, cowering from the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's face as he stares at you from his door. Finally, you get inside your apartment, lock all the locks on the door, and slide your back down against it until you're sitting on the floor. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now, home. Your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, slip under the covers of your bed, trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's all just a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Black sheep. Oh, okay. Leave the park. Okay. Let's try the carnival. Or, well, I could try the lonely movie theater. Let's save here, though, this time, so I don't have to reload at the dog park. Okay. Let's try to go to the lonely theater. Because if I say on second thought, that just means I'm not going to go anywhere. Let's go to the old theater by myself. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any other trace of people, and decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s. Maybe even the 70s. But that's what you're counting on. Consider buying some popcorn. But can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on, walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, your movie theater is playing in a completely empty theater. Perfect. I messed up that line like 3 times. You pick a spot in the middle, even counting the seats and taking consideration the gap in the staircase. As you settle in, dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on, no commercials, no trailers, the movie just begins. Please, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene, but just as you're getting to the premise, the doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It is a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense that the new presence is slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. What? Bro, this bitch sits right the fuck in front of you, not even beside you, right in front of you in a completely empty movie. Okay, I see how it is, buddy. It's personal. I don't need to gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle only to sit right in front of you. There's no one else here and plenty of places to sit. This stranger is also unusually tall. Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. Bro. Page 2 maybe? Yeah, so I was on page 1, page 2, okay. Move to another spot. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing's already making you uneasy. Why did they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they knew you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But, as you settle down, you see the person get up and once again sit directly in front of you. You look somewhat helplessly as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is, or at least inform you it's an elaborate prank. But no one else is here. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that it would be nice if someone else here wasn't... If it meant being with this weird jerk. Yeah, true. Hey, you! Watch it turn around and then it's like, well, what's the name of that urban legend in Japanese culture? The one that the super tall lady, like, watch it turn around and it's actually... Oi! I just lie down on the seats, give up on the movie. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's also starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter, but you paid for this ticket. You wanted to watch this movie for ages, and now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who will help you if something goes wrong, but you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between this stranger and yourself. You stand up, even standing higher and up on the incline. The stranger is at least a head taller than you. Oi! You! The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders, force a little bass into your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than intended, but like a sudden and vicious bark. But you figure they deserve it anyway. Hey, you're being a real jerk, you know that? This what are you playing at, huh? Trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused? Your attention is ripped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying to desperately anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't even dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. A complete 180, isn't it? And turns some more. Oh no, it's not complete 180. And then turns more beyond what should be possible. Neck bones cracking to face you directly. You can't move. Eyes, wide glowing eyes, resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. I like their hat. Yeah, nice hat. The stranger opens their mouth and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. Hey cat. Hey kitty kitty kitty. Oh my god, it's like he's singing it. He's like, yeah, The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic, alluring. But it snaps you out of your terrified trance before you know it, you're already out the door. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit is now in sight. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. You frantically look around and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People! That's what you need! Safety in numbers and all. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crosses down your spine, compelling you to look behind. Well, don't. Hang on. Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, look behind you. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord. while in the middle of the street, and then I get isekai'd. Oh. You catch a glimpse of a grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely, cradling something in its arms. There's something familiar. But, yeah, I got isekai'd. It was even a truck! A glimpse is all you get as a truck speeds forward and crashes into your body. Isekai. When do I get reborn into the cat world? You're killed on impact. Your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Poor screening arrangements. Truck no! Go to the new cinema. Okay. Felt like you were surrounded by some kind of dreadful pressure. Until it suddenly vanishes, leaving you feeling a little, more than a little shaken. But at least the breathing comes easier. You think it's within your best interest to repress everything that just happened. Yeah. Oh my god. No! Wait. This pushes me into the line of... Yeah, if I press skip, it pushes me into this line. Okay, I see. Alright. I can't go down this line. I've already seen the endings here. So I should go for like load, and then let's load this one, and then just leave. It's too weird. Feeling uncomfortable, you decide to leave the theater. There's still enough time in the day to do something else. What if the cat already has someone to take care of it? Why does it hate you so much? I don't know. It hates me specifically. Now what? On second thought, let's go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, Faro boat. Rides you've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon tarts. Games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy. Food you've eaten before. All things that you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together. Laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories, and then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet, still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks, you see something new. An attraction you've never seen before. A mirror maze? Seriously, bro? A maze of funhouse mirrors? It sounds like a recipe for disaster considering this is a horror game. Kinda lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? You can always go home, buddy. But okay. Sure, let's enter the maze. And die. A few rooms in, you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Just some show you just looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot tired, so very... Maybe this was a mistake. Why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea? I didn't. Even if it was something new to experience. I can't do this today. You turn around to head back the way you came, only to bump into a mirror. Ow, what the? Where's the exit? You try again, only to find another mirror blocking your way. By the time you're all turned around, you realize that the way you came in is completely gone. You're trapped. Okay, don't panic, I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly tip something over in the ground. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing here? In your hand rests a worn-looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Huh. The light doesn't look very... Crap! The lights! Did the power here go out, or did the attraction operator forget you were in here? How long have you been in here, actually? You pull out your phone, check the time, maybe call the police. Your phone is dead. This guy, man. You grip the flashlight in your hand. The light it emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know that there's probably not that much juice left. Best reserve it to worst case scenario and feel your way out. Yeah, you can do this. Take a calming breath. Well, forward we go. Hello, daring adventurer. Who said that? Welcome to the mirror maze. I need your help. Okay. Would you like to know more about how to navigate the maze? Yes, I need help. Oh my god, what? Legit? Once again, welcome to the mirror maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good paws! Hi, see these little cuties here? They're doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you see a room, the emergency lights will flash, letting you see paths before you for a second, and also what lies behind them. Whenever you see these kind kitties, just go where they are and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, they're not the only things in here. It's highly suggested that you refrain from following any of our other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they're always hostile. So please take caution when advancing into the next room. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. They don't do anything at all. You can't do anything to them either. They're just an obstacle you can't pass through. Go left, go center, or go right. The choice is yours, although if you find a room with no helpful kitties inside, then all the paths of them lead to a mirror or something else. It's recommended that you stay put, and maybe it'll just work itself out. Now for your navigation tools. Yeah. The flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. Hello, Vietnam fighters, welcome in. It will only let you get a quick extra peek of your surroundings about 5 times. 5? Okay. So try not to use it all up at once. Oh god, lives 3? 25 rooms? Are you serious? Okay. You can keep track of your progress to the rooms up on the left and your lives up to the right. I think the best thing for me to do is to save scum this shit. Okay. Going right should be right? Right? You've got 3 lives, so be careful to avoid the less friendly guests lurking around. Why only 3 lives, you ask? Well, because you're soft and squishy. Wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. And besides, you're human. Humans usually only have 1 life, yes? And there you go, get 3. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? And that's the end of your tutorial. Hopefully it was helpful. Are you ready to play? What would you like to know? This game's too hard. Alright, your flashlight will give you 7 second chances now, and the flash will last longer. Is that better? Yeah! Thank you! Can you let me go? Your request to forfeit is denied. Let me out of here! Screaming is not allowed in the maze. Okay, I'm not saying this shit. And I'm not saying this either. So I guess the only thing left to say is I'm ready to go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Right. Next room. Right. Of course, she would cheat the kid. No. Okay, next room. Left. Okay, next room. Stay put. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Oh, left! What the hell is that on the right? Okay, next room. Left again! Stay. Center! Right! Right! Right again! Wow, thank you. Right again! Let's go! Right, gamers. Center. Center again. Oh, stay. Left. Okay. Center. Right. But this is not that hard. Center. Left. Center. Center. Left. Left. Stay. Did I make it? Oh, I did it! You see the exit. That wasn't so hard. Unless I had to do that without, like, you know, the flash. I wonder if it's like randomly generated or if it's like a set thing. Because how on earth are you gonna do it if you don't have the flash? Because like with the flash, it's easy. We didn't use any of the flashlight extra chances. But there's 25 rooms. Is it a memory game if you've gone through it once and then you take down all of the notes of what to do? Is it always the same? I wonder. Who knows? Just see in the dark. Just get good. You run forward, but as you do, your scenery shifts just slightly at first. But then you're running too fast to stop yourself from colliding into the glass. Except, you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You just simply pass through it. At the other side, you see an endless total white void and... Huh? Yourself? Dozens of you. Hundreds of you wandering around, aimless, faceless, and empty. So empty and limitless, they don't even acknowledge your presence. You try and turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass. A familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but can't make out the sound. It tilts its head, and then walks away. The glass goes dark. It disappears. You watch helplessly as it disappears completely. You're trapped, with only yourself as company. You beat the maze! Wow, I beat the maze! Yippee! How many endings have we got? Oh, endings! Something begins, something happened, you think it anyway, you can't really remember what. I have 6. Theater, black sheep, happy birthday, you beat the maze, dog. 6 out of 40, huh? Okay. You kinda had a dream like that once? Ooh. Yippee. Well, I think we could try if we don't go into the maze, right? Let's do something else. Now what? What the fuck? You can't go anywhere else? Go to the dog park again. Pick up the puppy. You drop the puppy to the ground, practically throwing it from you. You immediately feel horrible, wincing in guilt at the tiny yelp it releases upon hitting the ground. Where you were murdered and sent to a white void? That's crazy. Dreams can be so weird. The owner shoves you aside with a cutting glare and storms away with your puppy. I'm sorry! I had to do it. This is one of my only other branches I can think of right now. You call out, but they don't turn back or respond. Not that you expected them to. You deserved it. You're not feeling yourself. Maybe you should leave. Stay. Oh wait, no, I accidentally... Wait, leave. Oh wait, there, yeah, leave. Good, and don't come back. I think I'll come back to the dog. Yo, that's kind of fucking funny. It just loops. It loops until I hit an ending among all of these things. Wait, so is there no way? What if I lose the maze? That's gotta be... No, I don't even know you. Okay, no need to get snippy. Let's begin then. I should die. Like let's try dying. That should be... Maybe don't pet the dog at the last rate. Yeah, okay, we can try that. Dying here should be an ending. Oh damn, classic Munchkin Chi, yeah. The lights turn on, eyes burn from the sun brightness, your vision adjusts and you see you're completely surrounded by mirrors. Reflections, all grotesque in unique ways. You look nothing like you. But they do look hungry. What's the occasion? Oh, it was redeemed. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? You bump into a mirror and feel a hand firmly grip your shoulder. Chop. Ah! There's a sharp pain in your shoulder. You rip away, looking again to see something leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in a panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you'd come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors were getting closer and closer and closer. Horrifying reflections looking hungrier and hungrier and hungry. You're dead, bro. You're gonna get eaten. You also haven't tried taking the cat home? Yeah, second time, right? Yeah, that's true. Not morbing into your fluffy self anymore? What do you mean by that? You failed the maze. Of course I did. Okay, let's try the dog thing. Wait. Just do something else, and we can try the dog thing where we don't pet the dog at the end. Hold on. And then stay. And then throw. And then leave. Wise decision. Oh, it doesn't do anything. He just seems happy about it. Now, didn't you have a more routine where you morph into your fluffy? Ah, yeah. Okay. Wait. Do I have a save over the? Here. I do. I have a save here. Oh fuck! I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking dumb. I was on save and not load. I'm sorry. Hold up. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, there you go. This is the save that I want. There. What if I do not take it home, but then I interact with it first? Because I didn't do that either. Yeah, feed the cat. Must be hungry, right? Okay. Doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it has food left for it to search for then. Something in the back of your mind tells you it's not the case, and not to think on it any further. But either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day knowing you left a hungry cat behind. Especially when you could have done something to help. So, what about the hungry kitty? Check pockets. You dig into your pockets. Small piece of string left pocket. Not very helpful. String's far too short. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bitten or scratched. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. You find a chocolate bar? Is it? Nope, it's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer it to the cat. When you're suddenly hit with the guilt, you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty, you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. No! An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You'd go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. It doesn't even know you almost... I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay right there. I'll be right back. You leave the alley. And you return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you place it in the box. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to just head back home. It's a different cat! On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from their hiding spots. You try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know what you'd nearly done. But it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Oh my god, me and my overthinking brain, huh? Right? You finally reach the door of your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... Oh my god! You look behind you only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes forward and... The chocolate! Oh, it's... Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you had thrown away earlier. It places the chocolate down in front of it before looking back up at you. All the cats just look up at you. You feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing heavily on your back. But without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for... Okay. Okay, sure. beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly. Choke. You feel something stir in your stomach, swimming its way up to your throat, closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. That was just a sounded crazy. But look, it succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. What did you vomit, bro? What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. Ha! How the hell did you vomit a whole ass fish? It's a flopping fish. It's alive! You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? Cats come rushing forward, tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly. Get up, Owen. All I see are Tammy. Oh my goodness. Bro, are you vomiting fit? You threw up another fish. Just another day in this crazy world. Just casually throw up living fish? Bro, you're gonna die. Like, you're throwing up blood alongside it, bro. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final tiny bloody fish collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. Has the ocean in his stomach? What did you do, bro? You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you feel strangely an overwhelming sense of hopeful pride. That you've made up for your disgusting actions. That you had been forgiven. They are eating the fish. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears, and then you die. Nani? What the hell is that? You feel something nudged into your hand. It feels like the bar of chocolate you'd found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Fishing for pardon. Oh my god, it's a freaking good ending. I mean, we died, but it's low-key okay. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Guess we're playing Neo now. Jeez. You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it knowing how many hungry cats were outside? The ones you've wronged. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you didn't deserve them, and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was something, anything you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try lifting one of your legs, see what rises, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. I've become fish. It's a fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub and cool your head, but instead of your hand rising up to brace itself, a wet fin stretches out from the plop of the rim. I've become fish person. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight that you slip and smack your head right on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. No! You're awake. You think anyway. You open your eyes and you're underwater? You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater, you gasp instinctively. Except, not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? You weren't. If there wasn't a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub to see the truth in your shadow silhouette. I am fish. You've been turned into a fish? This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see the cat. It peers down at you from beyond the water surface. And then, you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. I see. The cat scoops you up, tosses you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. You flop around gasping for air or water. You realize the cat wasn't alone. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You spend one last look at the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh, you find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. What a selfless person. In the end, you couldn't even properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it amounted to nothing. Looks like a bungless seafood sacrifice. So what, we got 9? Okay. Load. What if I feed it by looking around and not my pocket? Dark dingy alley, only see trash bags, garbage bins, empty cardboard boxes. Would have found something right down. It wouldn't see. You only see garbage, smell garbage, you listen. Huh? Scritch, scritch. You hear the sound of faint scurrying made by a trash bin a few feet away. You creep over to the bin and you lunge. Crash. You weren't very graceful in your attempt. Knocked it over. As you stand up, you grasp in your hand a small mouse. Oh. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding too tightly, carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Oh my god. I'm sorry, little one. Are you sure? He's getting disappointed. His stomach is growling. Must be so hungry. It must be starving. This is how I die. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You got prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really gonna value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? It's just like the dog thing. Cat will remember this. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the mouse. The prey. Now. Spare the mouse. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. Oh my god, it's a furry! You don't flinch at the giant claw paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back and chomp! A life spared. Oh, okay, now I give him the mouse. The mouse looks scared, as if it can sense your intentions. It weakly starts to struggle again. Sorry. The mouse is reluctant. I'm sorry. You feed the mouse to the cat. Cat tears it apart instantly. Eee. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat meows happily at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as the cat is, you really can't afford the pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you still decide to go home. What, is he actually gonna follow me? Oh, I actually got in. You finally enter your apartment. Head straight for your room. And collapse in your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. Oh my god. Bro's having nightmares. Or do I have mice? Squeaking and scurrying noises all around you, so loud and constant they sound like screams. Hi, Slater! In the darkness of your room, you sense the shifting of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Ah! Then you try out twice. Twin lances of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape, the hordes of mice dodging you as you crash into the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you just about make out the source of your pain. Flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are all mangled, bitten through your socks. No! No! Leave me alone! Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. This is another no-win scenario game, isn't it? I feel like there are 40 endings. I feel like 39 are bad endings. I don't know about the last one. Because there is a true ending. I just haven't opened the guide. There is a guide. I have it downloaded. Because it was included with the game. But I haven't looked at it at all yet. I mean, I could open it. So that I can see. The mice descend upon you. Biting into your skin. Gnawing away at pieces of you. You fade in and out of the consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. You lift your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob open for the door to slowly swing open. Plop. Sayonara arm. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground, lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward, curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. At the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you. In the darkness, its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. It's angry. Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it aimed at you. Ah! You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious, but the pain should be indescribable. And yet, you feel a sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping away between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. I feel like something's being pulled out of you. In between moments and blankets of darkness fade out your vision. You hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Wait, how are you still alive? Weirdly shaped red with your blood and pulsing, and oh, that's your heart, isn't it? Other mice descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yes, so much anger. What the hell are we? Palpatine? Use your anger. Use your hate. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in the darkness beyond the doorway. The cat. Hey, this guy stopped. I know, right? You hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your senses leave you, you smile weakly with your last strength. You feel something soft, slightly damp, and sticky fur nuzzles with your cheek. Good kitty. Oh my god, that was like the only ending where the cat actually respected me. Okay, wait, let's check. Wait, not load. Endings. So I have 11. I have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I can get 22 and 23 easily. Okay, 22 and 23. We have 24 until 27. Okay. Alright, load. Let's go. I see. I opened the endings guide for reference. Load. Do not take cat home. And then, this one is choose to leave. Choose to leave. Turn back. How are you supposed to walk away from that? What kind of monster would you be if you could? Walk back to the cat. It's almost hopeful, tail swishing faster as it leans up a little more towards you, eager for your next move. And then stay. What? This is where I die? Okay. Ah, okay. This is an ending and this is an ending. Okay, sure. Okay, let's make it easy. Stay. It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering. Oh, whoops. What's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point if you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bedroom, one bathroom, and you living alone in it. It's been like that for so long. So long. You're startled when you feel an impossibly soft paw pressed lightly against your wet cheeks. You didn't realize you had been crying, or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can feel your self-deprecating feelings creeping in. It presses its paw on your cheek 3 times in quick succession, as if trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. But they're so light, the slaps feel like more getting gently and eagerly petted. You can't help but laugh a little. I can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat comforting me. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Thanks, I'm fine really, it sometimes happens. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself, you know? But even I get lonely now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I push myself to go out today, I think. Maybe I was hoping to make a friend or something, though I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make a very good friend to anyone. Okay, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I can't believe it, bro. You're having your self-deprecating thoughts and the cat is the one. The cat that has been trying to kill me this whole time is the only one that's trying to keep you together, bro. You stay and just talk to the cat about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay here, the smaller that once significant emptiness feels. It's been so long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics, your hopes, your dreams, your happy memories of your past. As you talk, you don't even notice the once cold concrete walls of the alley becoming flesh-like, warm and pink, its softness slowly engulfing both of you. The sounds of your own voice sound hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there, but it doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home? Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring your heart out and soul has taken a surprising toll on you, but you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something soft, slightly damp and warm. So warm. But you can't find it in you to care on what it could be. You're so tired. You have been eaten. Holy shit. You close your eyes and you get the feeling that you'll never open them again. Hi, kitty. But that all-encompassing warmth slowly encases you completely. You feel nothing but pure contentment. Nalo. Hey, you know that one? He still died, but that one wasn't so bad and gruesome compared to everything else that we just went through, bro. What did I press? Oh. Oh, what? Didn't I press load? Huh? Are nani? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Couldn't ever hope to be. You say files curse. What is this? You were so amazing, smart and talented and independent. You shined. But in comparison, damn it. Abort the game right now. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed, that was nothing I wouldn't give to have. There was nothing I wouldn't give to have somebody tell me that I mattered to them, that they needed me. You're walking, right? Of course. Oh my god, what was that? The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck's starting to turn around. Same thing. Okay. Well, let's get the next ending, whatever that was. Okay. So, leave. And then turn back. And then leave. You really can't afford to take this cat home with you. Well, maybe it wouldn't be completely impossible. A few extraneous luxuries cut here and there. You could probably see things working out. Sure, there's just a slight problem that has been making you waver this whole time. One you simply can't ignore. Oh, we're fine. I think that's something that we're unlocking because we're getting more and more endings. Because I think for... Okay, looking based on this guide... endings 36 to the true ending to 4. 36 to 40. I need to get a lot of endings. I have to get all of the endings, actually. So... Oh, wait, no, there's no 40. 40 because we start with ending 0, so the last ending is 39. Okay, let's do this then. Let's see. That problem being, you just can't trust this cat. Sounds ridiculous even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're incapable of betrayal or deception, specifically because to other animals, they only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation, and comfort. Is the dev's strat to pad the playtime out crew? Malice isn't the only thing that could ever logically be applied to them, and yet you feel it. Behind that gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous, and that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but even you can't shake the deep, instinctual desire to get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. The cat's face looks blank. It's an expression you've seen on many cats before, but something about it feels sharper. It's like it's aware of your thoughts and intention to leave, and it's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movement with its eyes, not bothering to move its head. You don't say a word. You try not to even think. Get away from it. Even though you don't really succeed. You turn around, quickly leave the alley, feeling those sharp eyes on you the whole way. When you get a good distance away, you finally take in deep gulps of air. You feel better now. Still plenty of time to enjoy your day off, as long as you forget everything that just happened, but what to do? I think I don't think this matters. Go watch a movie. It's okay though. Okay, we've seen this one. Go to new cinema. Don't want to be alone. This one's the same lines as earlier, except I think it's gonna... Oh. What the? How did you get back here? Get away from it. You leave the alley quickly. What now? Oh, I guess every time I go elsewhere, I'll end up back. I'll see the same dialogue, the correct dialogue, but then I'll end up right back where I came from. Enter the maze. He's getting more and more mad. Cat's face looks... Oh, okay, last option. Dog park. Oh wait, there's still a movie. Okay. Dogs are disgusting. Whoa, 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 whoa! You decide to move on. Okay. You don't have to wait very long. Puppy. You pick up the puppy. What did you do? Oh, okay, we just teleported back. The cat's face looks... Oh my god, I still got away again. Okay, one last time. To the old theater. Hi. The cat's face looks... It's... Get away from it. Meow! I think I'll go home. Wait, haven't you done this before? You feel sick. Looking around you, you suddenly realize that unlike earlier, there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. Completely alone. So why do you feel like you're being watched right now? You feel your heartbeat start to race. You need to get home. Now. You walk back home, the feeling of eyes on your back getting worse with each step. By the time you're fumbling with the keys at your door, you're soaked through with cold sweat. Your skin prickles and itches. The heavy gaze feel like you might as well be eyeballs physically pressing into your flesh, sticky and unnatural. You finally get inside and... The weight of relief in the sigh that escapes through your lips actually causes you to physically shudder. The horrible feeling from earlier immediately dissipates as if it were never there. In the wake of its departure, you're left shaking, cold, in your sweat-soaked clothes, but you're too relieved to care. Exhausted, you mentally pass on from the very concept of eating and head straight for your bedroom. You open the door and intending to pass out and... Hi! Not again! No! No! You back up in fear, eyes strained on the cat and his horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out. But if even home isn't safe anymore, where will you go? You risk a glance around and... You see the walls around you have become fleshy and lined with sharp teeth. The ground now like a tongue writhing under your feet. In your horror, you realize that the alley's entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing like a mouth. You try to run for the exit. Nowhere to hide. But trying to run on the tongue slows your speed significantly as you stumble and trip. You watch helplessly as the last sliver of light from the entrance tightens beyond the size you could ever hope to squeeze through. A darkness falls over you. You feel damp humidity from the mouth all around you. The walls of teeth and fangs. Yeah, cheese stream. Oh my god, flush it down the toilet now. Hi, belugas. Take their time closing in. Closer and closer and... I'm dead. I've been eaten. Feedback. Okay. Alright, so we got 13 endings now. We got 16 straight through to 27. Okay. Alright, so we got 15 straight through to 27. That means, where do we end up here on this list? There's still 28 to 35 on the do not take the cat home endings. 1 through 16 is take the cat home. So, that's a creepy cat. True, thank you for the follow, Rain Rosewood. You're kind. Okay, finish endings 24, 25, 26, 27. When prompted, stop cat. Eh? Okay, I guess I'll just press continue. Okay. Do not take the cat home. You're not ready. Okay, wait, not that. What does ending 28 mean? When prompted, stop the cat. Well, fine. Let's try... play with the cat. This is another set of endings anyway. You wanted attention, didn't you? The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There must be something you can do to entertain the little critter with, but what? Let's see. Check pockets. Oops, there you go. You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string. Not helpful. Okay. Oh wait, that's the same description of string. Chocolate. I'm sorry. Not helpful either right now. The only other thing you've got on you is your phone. It's not anything a cat can play with, but something. There is something you can do. Oh my god, you're putting filters on the kids. Not the bokeh lights. Photo montage. That was fun, right? Well, you enjoyed yourself. There's nothing else to do. With no intention of taking the cat home, it's probably best to just leave. You don't want to get attached after all. At least you'll have some memories to take with you. See you around, I guess. Good luck. Okay. You turn and walk away, but as you leave the alley, your phone got a message. You open up and... What? Aren't they cute? Oh my god. A picture of a familiar looking cat. Huh? The cat does look cute and happier in the picture. But it's not a picture you recognize. Oh, what the heck did I? You didn't take this picture. You peek over your shoulders at the cat. The cat is simply looking at you. It meows sadly as if pleading you to come back. Hang out and do something else. But now what to do? Play with the cat. Oh, it loops there. Get out of the alley. That was weird. You're a good distance away when... Not again. Don't ignore me. Creeped out, you decide to just go home. I know you're seeing these. Come back. Come back. Come back. Why do you keep checking your message, bro? Come back. Come back. Come back, come back. Oh my god. Is the profile pic its eye? Oh my god, yeah, it is. It's not also a more... I can see you. Can always see you. I always find you. Oh, whoa! I can always find you. Oh, whoa. Your eyes dart around nervously, certain you're being followed. But there's nothing there. You're finally home. You feel too shaken for any relief to calm you down. You rush back to the bathroom and slam the door behind you. Everything's okay. This isn't real. It's just like a bad dream. Everything's okay. You fumble in the dark to turn on the sink and splash your face with cold water, hoping it will calm your mind and stop the hallucinations. Because that's all they are, right? Hallucinations? You're fine. You're really regretting leaving home today. You must have been overworking yourself more than you realize. Yeah, that must be... Your phone alerts you. You received another new message. Here. This is both two different endings that I haven't gotten yet. You look at your phone. Hi, friend. Hi. Oh, do I die through the mirror? Startled, you whirl around and instinctively jump back. You slip, smashing your head into the back of the bathroom mirror. You don't register the pain yet, your eyes shifting wildly around the room. There's nothing here, nothing at all. You feel dizzy. You feel dazed at the back of your head and examine your hand. You really can't see anything, but it feels warm and wet. Smell of copper fills the air. The dizziness overwhelms you and you collapse in the bathroom tiles. Help! You reach your phone to call for an ambulance. The batteries are dead. Photo bomb! Funny! Okay. Ignore phone. It vibrates insistently over and over, but you can't look. You keep your eyes squeezed shut, your fingers tightly grip into the sink. In your mind, you beg whoever or whatever is doing this to just stop already. Please, please, just put me out of my misery, you quietly mutter. You really don't mean it. You don't. But as the words take shape in the darkest corner of your mind, the phone immediately stops vibrating. You think that this would give you relief. But you only feel dread sinking heavily in your stomach. You can feel eyes on you. You can feel puffs of air on the back of your neck. Damp, deep, and slow. You take a deep breath and open your eyes. You look at the mirror. Nothing. You peek around the room. Still nothing. Nothing at all. But you know that something is in here, waiting to be acknowledged. For you to accept the fact of its existence, only then will it give you peace. To free you from a life constantly looking over your shoulder, fearing your own image, your own reflection. You feel its patience, limitless and old. You can't win it in a war of attrition. Your lifespan will long expire before it tires of you. So, you close your eyes and accept it. Okay. As your head is severed from your neck, you're filled with peace, grateful that you at the very least never had to see it, whatever it was. Headshot. Okay. So I was 30 and 31. I don't know where the prompt for stop the cat and don't stop the cat are supposed to be. Because that's what's in between here. It says when prompted, stop the cat. When prompted, don't stop the cat. But I don't have it. Okay. Well, we can play a game with the cat and then try to escape and then... Okay. Play a cat. Okay. Look around the area. Search around. There's nothing interesting, so maybe. How about a game? A game you've known since red light, green light? Okay, classic. Teaching a cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge, but you get the feeling the feline's natural hunting instincts will help it along. You walk to the entrance of the alley, cat meowing at you. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You exaggerate your movements, covering your eyes with your hands and turn around. 1, 2, 3. Red light! You spin around. The cat hasn't left the box. It's tilting its head at you in curious confusion. Keep playing, keep playing. You try again. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light! When you turn around this time, the cat is out of the box. Cat freezes under your stare and thinks as if you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied that the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn around again, speeding back up. Red light! Just like in Squid Game. Oh my god. The cat is a few steps away from the box, now peeking out from behind a dumpster. Its eyes trained rather intensely on you. Well, at least it's having fun. Oh god. You feel a sudden chill down your spine. You feel silly, but you can't help but counting a little faster this time. Whirling around after saying red light, you look at the cat. Oh god, it's so close. Halfway down the alley, closer to you now, but it's as if its perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. Doesn't the cat look a little bigger? Its pupils are thin slits now. Something is not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down as if poised to lunge forward. As your breath shudders as a little as your heart begins to race, your foot instinctively shifts back. Hi! You freeze immediately. The cat looks impatient. It wants to keep playing, but you gulped and turn around, swiftly counting and turning again as you gasp out. 1, 2, 3, red light! Crash! The ground shakes as you whirl back around. Finding yourself staring at a long surface of black fur, you slowly look up and up and up. You see a giant shadowy figure leering down at you from its position, hunched over you, fangs dripping with saliva, claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. The cat is waiting for your next turn, but it's so close. If you turn around now, you don't want to play anymore. Okay, wait. We don't need that save anymore. Here you go. Run. Wow, instant death, great. You didn't even finish turning around before its claws grip your torso, digging in and piercing the soft flesh of your stomach with ease. As you're lifted into the drooling, gaping jaws above you, you can't help but think there must have been another way out of this. But pointless regrets are pretty typical of you, aren't they? Fear quit. Okay, that was 32. Okay, 33 is the other option. Back up. Keeping your eyes trained on the giant looming over you. Guess you're the red light now. Oh! You take a step back. No, that's cheating. Restore backup.exe, eh? What the fuck? Begin restoration. Ha! What the fuck is that? What? Is it like back up? Oh, okay, it is. It's like back up. I think. Back up. What are you doing? Stop! Yeah, it looks like back up. The cat stares as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back and back. And as you take one more step back out of the alley. Go home. Error. 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 Okay. Error. Okay. The world outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? Error found. Oh my god. Okay then. Okay. Next thing is we pick a toy. Here. Play with the cat. And then we'll buy a toy. It needs something special. I'll be back, okay? And then you go to a nearby pet store, browse through different toys for cats. There are many things to choose from, a plush, bright colored and scented with catnip, but you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever, and you can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. Another. That's it! You know exactly what to do now. After a quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. I'm back! The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in the direct sunlight. Makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig into the store's plastic bag. I got something for you! Cat leans up, curious at the bag's contents. You pull out your gift to the cat. Ta-da! It's a small cat plushie. Plushie is light orange cream color with burnt sepia stripes. It resembles a tabby cat. Synthetic fur is so soft, but not unrealistically so. And its large eyes are pale green, more subdued than you would have expected for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details make it almost uncanny to the real thing. Which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat. And one you could actually afford. What's wrong with me? Win-win. It's you! That thing's gonna get mauled, isn't it? That's not all! You give the plushie a little squeeze in. Meow! A bird, I don't know what came over. The cat looks unimpressed. Huh. Well, you think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and lower in cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to wrong for such a regular word. Yes, that's true. Cat isn't impressed at cheat. It's over. A few steps away, you hear an electronic meow behind you. Huh? You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. Okay, both of these are an ending. Let's override that one. I don't need it anymore. Pick up the plushie. You really do just want attention, don't you? You hold up the cat doll, examining it a little. It looks a little different. What the fuck? Did it just look at you? Oh my god, it's real now. Okay. Chomp. The plushie somehow opens its own mouth before biting into your wrist. Ow! Stop! You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. You hit it against the concrete walls of the alley. You try to tear at its sturdy fabric. But try as you might, it can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. Eventually, you start to feel faint, enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll is drinking more calmly now, as if its previous aggression had only been a mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied you're no longer putting up a fight. You think you blacked out for a second, because even though you're sitting and the next time you're conscious your eyes are closed, you feel so weak. You use all your strength to pry your eyes open, and when you do, you see a kitten. Its fur, a familiar orange cream with burnt sepia stripes. It's lapping at your wrist. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with piercing pale green eyes. It mews at you in a high squeaky pitch, its mouth covered in blood. It'd be downright adorable if you weren't about to die from blood loss. Wow, it turned real. The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks the kitten up. It gives you an indecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten back into the box and starts to carefully and dutifully clean it. You sway. You can't right yourself before falling to the ground. It seems that in the end, you'd gotten the cat a playmate after all. Living doll. That's crazy. Hey, wait a minute. The cat on the main menu is changing. It's looking kind of different now. Is it because I've got like... how many endings? I've got 18. Maybe that's why he's starting to look different. Okay. This one is just leave. Then this should be ending 35. Looking... right? You ungrateful little monster. You huff in annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head, you leave once again when a sharp pain lances up your arm. Crying out, you grab it only for... Oh my god, your arm to fall off like you're the stuffed toy now. Your arm falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground. Gathering your courage, you look at where your arm had once been connected to the rest of you and only see... cotton. Yeah. Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That's... Until the same thing happens to your other arm. Ah! Gah! I could probably do something more convincing, but nah. You fall when both of your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out at the agony that comes and goes and it never happened, as if you're not currently laying in the dirty ground of an alley, limbless. What in the world's going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach. Considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with, you lay back, helpless and in shock, staring at the sky. The cat's face appears in your line of vision. GG. It lunges at your torso, starts by biting and clawing into your chest like you're a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. But you're not sure if you're glad it doesn't. Oops. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that doll that's you, isn't it? Death, true. The cat hops off you and heads back to the box with his prize. At least, you think so. Everything's too dark to tell. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. But you can't look around, you can't even breathe. All those realizations seem to be a problem. All you see is the face of a familiar-looking cat curled around you, purring in its sleep. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why, you feel like it should. When you try to latch onto your thoughts in your head, it feels like the memories of another life, another time, another you. But those thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Oh well, that's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. A doll's role isn't to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you are performing your role perfectly. You are filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. Cotton-headed. Okay. Wait, I have an idea of where ending 28 and 29 might be, considering the requirements for it. It's here, isn't it? Yeah, blood. Okay. The cat lets out a sad, pleading sound. It's hungry. Must be starving, so you... It flashed, yeah. Look around and see a shard of nearby glass. Your body moves as if it knows what it has to do, what needs to be done. You take out the shard and... Why would you do that? Wow, I wonder why you would do that. After all the endings you unlock for that. You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads at the wound, growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open, waiting jaws. It mews happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box, stroking the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak, the cat meows for more. You squeeze and bellow the wound, coaxing out more blood. You feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry and you were able to provide its sustenance. A small wrong in a world made right. Even if so strangely done only temporarily. Ironically, it's at that moment you start feeling dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You'd slump against the cat's box and listen to it mewl in distress. You'd think it sounds worried about you, or at least that's what you'd like to think. It could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and meowing happily. You wish you could see its concerns, but it's not like you could just talk to each other. You can't help but try to remember the last time you tried to talk to anyone, actually. If you were to die here now in this alley, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? That you were gone? Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yells loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why a voice rings out from the entry to the alleyway. Hello? Hey, are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away deep, deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice, and then with a final nuzzle to your stomach, it hops out of your lap and walks towards the alley's entrance, but then it starts to shift again. Crack. Oh my god. Its face opens up. It peels back. Is this its true form? And opens up again. Writhing tendrils poking out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger's silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... They don't have a chance to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one, before shooting out of the cat's jaws and piercing into the stranger's shoulder. Ah! Let out a pained cry and a fearful yell. They claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who mewed out of concern for you earlier. Oh. This is the two different endings. Okay. Let the cat feed. Someone help me! Help! Help! You look away as the creature devours the stranger, draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat when it needs to? Does it not also have the right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other than your blood, human blood. Now did you? The creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've started feeling better. But you also think that something inside you feels a bit broken too. You're not quite sure what it is yet. You stand out and hold your arms. Still hungry? The creature trills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be less hungry from now on. It will be hungry from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go. Without thought or care or any concern for it, you just stand back and watch. All you can eat blood, Faye. So Twilight ending. The other ending there is where... That's the we're on the final do not take the cat home ending. Like all this until 1 to 15, that's all take the cat home. So the final do not take the cat home ending is here. Alright, let's do it. My voice is dying already. Stop the cat. You can't. I'd say that was a good ending. Yeah, I mean, it's just the evil ending, but we don't die for once, like... You shakily crawl forward. Weakly grab the conjoined tendrils and pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halts, and the cat turns to you. Makes a strange trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question. You simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you can't sit idly by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they tried to see if you were okay. Not when you could offer yourself instead. You think to set the stranger is free. Because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffling on the pavement fades into the distance, you feel something sharp pierce into your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. The pain passes as quickly, and your body adjusts to the intrusion. You were sure it wasn't so thin when it screwed to the stranger's shoulder, though. You feel your blood leave your body slowly as if being pumped out. It gets harder to think as your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it tightly, and closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will go hungry again at some point after you're gone, and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Personal care package. Okay. So we finished 21 21 endings. And these are all of the endings when you don't take the cat home, aside from these four. These four are endgame endings. I don't know what is the true one. Maybe the last one, 39. Um, everything on 1 to 15 is take the cat home. But I don't know if I would have the time to do that today or if I should do it. Because I find it interesting, but I don't know if I should like stream this again next week. You know? I am curious about the true ending, but then maybe it's just something I can search if I want to. Oh. Let's see. What the fuck? Sorry. I was looking at the endings guide and I found out there's a chase sequence. What the Eh? What's our canon ending for what we've seen so far? I mean, all of these endings is like we die. I think the only one where we don't die is like this one and like well, like I mean like we don't necessarily die here in the maze, but then you're kind of stuck in like nothingness. Let's see, where else do we die? I mean, Not Alone was okay for the MC, but he dies at the end still. And then I mean, the one where he lives right now is All You Can Eat Blood Fae, but everybody else dies to that. Yeah, error found is crazy though. Living dog, cotton-headed. This is also okay for the MC 35. I mean, like, yeah, he turns into a doll and stuff, but he's okay with it. Like, weirdly enough, he's alright. Yeah. Alright, I think that's okay. It's an interesting experience. I think I'm okay with what I've seen so far, you know? Like, I can always just... what I wonder is if, like, the goats, like Manly Bass Hero, has, like, played this game. Because sometimes I do watch, like, his videos in the middle of the night while I'm eating my midnight snack. Would be cool. Kind of reminds you of Whack Your Boss series. What's Whack Your Boss series? I'm not familiar. Let me search. Whack Your Boss. Okay, let's see. Whack Your Boss. Looks at it. Oh, damn, that looks gory. That looks very gory. Collected your 800 lunacy from Libus? Not yet. I should log in and do that. Wait. Oh! Oh, okay. So, like, I searched it about the true ending of Do Not Take This Cat Home. And I don't see anything specifically listed as a true ending, but I'm going to assume it's the last one. Is worth it. I'm gonna go for the true ending off stream. I'm sorry. Oh, look at it this way. It's encouragement, right? Look at it this way. It's encouragement. If you want to see the true ending, continue the game. Like, you play it too. I mean, it's free. It's free to play. It's on itch. Ending stream already? Yeah, it's like 11:47. And my voice has died from reading everything out loud. Swaggy. Wait, Swaggy, do you want me to, like, do this again next week and then try to get the rest of the do not... Well, I mean, like, we're only missing, like, ending 1 to 15 and then we can hit the end game. But that's the best part. Okay. Sure. Wait, okay, if we're gonna continue next week, then... Yeah, okay, then let's continue it next week. Let's get all the rest of the endings next week. We have 21 anyway, okay? We're halfway there. Halfway there. Let's get the rest of it. Anyway, you were the one who recommended this game, right? If I remember correctly, you are the one who recommended this game. I might as well go for the true ending so that you can see it live. I mean, don't worry. I didn't read anything about it yet. Yes, okay. Alright, we'll do it next week. Got you. And the fact is there's no music at all is sending me right now. So I'm going to have to open my own music and completely contrast the creepy cat staring at us as we end off. But thank you very much for today, coming by today's stream. It's been interesting so far. We have died in a bajillion different ways today. 21 different ways we have died today, but that is okay. No, sorry, 20. We didn't die in that other one where we let the cat like feed on other people. We died in 20 different ways today, and then next week we will continue this to start doing the endings for Take the Cat Home. So that's endings 1 to 15 that we're currently missing. All of this is Take the Cat Home. Once we finish up this part, we'll be able to go here in the end game and then hopefully get the true ending as well next time. Hopefully in 2 streams is good. It's more than enough. But wow, my voice is dying. You wanted to ask? Yeah, what's up? Before we end off? Sure. Cat. It's eerily staring at you now, and there's no more sound. I kind of like the vibes of the initial main menu where it was like ambience of the rain instead of like just pure silence. It would have been nice if there was at least some level of sound. Even if it was like the creepy horror-y type of sound, because you can see that the cat is staring at you creepily and it's like glitching. But complete silence also says a lot to me, huh? If you invite collab with viewers, would that be enough for a community guarded phone stream? Well, maybe. As long as people behave, it should be possible. I'll ask her about it if she's interested, because then that could be fun. Guarded phone is fun, especially if people are not good at not good at drawing. I mean, like they're gonna be like, you're gonna be guessing what the heck you're looking at, and then it's gonna become funny. Hope Vel's doing well. She's on the way to recovery. Don't worry, she's on the way to recovery. I'm not sure if she'll be quite back next week already or not. We'll just have to see how she's feeling over the weekend. But she's doing a lot better than before, so don't worry. Alright, gonna the viewers well, Cheat. Thanks for the time. Have a good evening. Thank you for dropping by, Hermit. And thank you everybody else for joining and chatting and everything. And thank you for thank you for the recommendation, Swaggy. We will continue and finish this game 100% next time. You take care as well, Cheat. Thank you. See you all tomorrow for Disco Elysium. Friday tomorrow. Yippee! Take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a nice day or night. And see you next time. Bye-bye!